Robyn Brown from Sister Wives has a penchant for doll collecting. However, she has not addressed this pastime on camera during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all. Over the years, she has encountered numerous obstacles with her husband, Kody Brown. Robyn has observed 3 divorces and has experienced the dissolution of her polygamous family. She is considering her future with Kody, given their intimate relationship. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, Robyn urged Kody to repair his ties with his children and to reconcile with everyone before it becomes too late. During the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Janelle, Mary, and Christine openly discussed their aspirations, perspectives, and objectives. In a specific scene, Janelle articulated her frustration with Kody and Robyn, declaring that she could no longer maintain a cordial relationship with them. She stated that Robyn was not wholly blameless, yet Kody bore greater responsibility for the disintegration of their family. Kody and Robyn refrained from addressing several inquiries, in contrast to the other sister wives who openly shared their viewpoints. Robyn appeared to evade difficult inquiries, and the host neglected to address her excessive spending tendencies. While Kody's ex-wives have had challenges in reconstructing their life post-divorce, Robyn has resided in opulence in her Arizona residence. Throughout the years, Robyn has relished the distinction of being Kody's preferred spouse. She has acquired all that she has wished for, be it an expansive residence or a life of comfort. A few years prior, Kody acquired a substantial residence with numerous bedrooms for Robyn. He permitted her to adorn it with expensive furnishings. In 2024, Kody and Robyn sold their residence for over $1 million before acquiring another significant property for over $2 million. There is rumor that Kody and Robyn own considerable wealth that they tend to overspend. Gwendolyn Brown, Kody's daughter, accused him and Robyn of being compulsive shoppers, asserting that her father and his sole remaining spouse are addicted to purchasing items. Janelle further fueled the speculation by asserting that Kody had exploited the family's communal finances. Although Robyn has not disclosed extensive information regarding her opulent lifestyle on camera, there is a prevailing assumption that she lives extravagantly, as seen by photographs of her and Kody adorned in costly attire. She also endeavored to establish a business named My Sister Wife's Closet, which has since ceased operations. Speculation exists that Robyn failed to contribute to the family financially and mismanaged funds due to her propensity for overspending. Several months prior, she faced allegations of expending over $60,000 on doll apparel and accessories. The Ashley's Reality Roundup reports that an Etsy account purportedly belonging to Robyn has received numerous reviews for high-priced doll apparel. This alleged Etsy account also rated garbage journals, including one that Robyn handed to Mary on Sister Wives. Despite the account's subsequent inactivity, some Sister Wives fans conjecture that it may have belonged to Robyn. Reviews were documented through screenshots by a Reddit user, boring name goes here, inciting a discussion among fans. A Reddit user criticized Robyn's financial management, remarking, and she claimed the other wives lack budgeting skills. Robyn's peculiar interest in collecting American dolls has attracted attention on social media. Recently, Sister Wives Tell-All host Suki appeared on The Sarah Fraser Show, where she explained why she refrained from questioning Robyn about her expenditures on dolls. She stated, I don't pose those inquiries, despite being aware of the underwear situation. Suki Suki remarked that marketing a residence as a renowned reality television personality has its disadvantages, frequently leading to circumstances such as this. Suki indicated that Kody, Robyn, and their family have endured significant challenges, suggesting that she deliberately refrained from inquiring about the dolls during the tell-all. She conveyed that addressing that subject was unsuitable to her. She indicated that her aim was to unite everyone for a reunion, implying that it could occur soon, as the family members are progressively reaching a consensus. While Suki has the prerogative to approach her work as she deems appropriate, it is challenging not to speculate whether she deliberately avoids some inquiries that do not correspond with the show's narrative. The host seems disinclined to address subjects unrelated to the season's drama. It would be accurate to assert that Robyn was afforded preferential treatment during the tell-all. This observation was also made by other fans who commented on the video shared by The Sarah Fraser Show starring Suki. An Instagram user noted that Suki performed better than the previous year but still failed to contest Kody and Robyn as vigorously as she may have. They indicated that Suki should have improved her approach to addressing Robyn's spending problems. Another user remarked, "Their finances do not constitute an invasion of privacy." It is hoped that the subsequent segment of Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All would captivate spectators. Nevertheless, Sister Wives has been airing for several years, during which numerous cast members have revealed their personal experiences on the program. Although the primary cast, comprising Kody, his original 3 wives, Robyn, and their children, has consistently been the focal point, numerous more cast members have contributed substantial value to their lives. One individual is Jen Sullivan. She is Kody's first wife and Mary's closest confidant. The pair has had a strong relationship for years. However, Jen just disclosed that her husband, Sean, is afflicted with a rare and aggressive form of cancer. They encountered several challenges in diagnosing the issue, but upon its identification, they promptly proceeded with radiation therapy. However, when circumstances did not go favorably due to the tumor's growth adjacent to the radiation site, they were compelled to choose surgical intervention. In a recent Instagram post, Jen discussed her husband's recovery journey and the reasons for concealing the diagnosis for several months. Mary just conducted a live session on Instagram accompanied by Jen. She disclosed that the dynamic combo has returned, and since it was Friday, the day was devoted to pals. During the live session, Jen elucidated that she remains friends with Mary, contrary to common opinion. She clarified that they had not spent time together recently due to her life's constraints. Mary expressed her support, stating that events occur in life and friends must comprehend this reality. The pair conducted a rewarding live session, and their followers appreciated their candid expressions. Mary's close companion, Jen Sullivan, recently posted on Instagram regarding her husband's uncommon and dangerous cancer diagnosis. She disclosed that he has been contending with sarcoma since February 2025. She posted a photograph of them laughing together, indicating that it was captured around their 19th anniversary, shortly before Sean commenced his treatment. The diagnostic process was challenging, since physicians first rendered an incorrect diagnosis. Upon identifying it as sarcoma, they commenced radiation therapy. Nevertheless, they had to perform 2 surgical procedures. Sean's convalescence has been protracted and arduous. He is progressively regaining his strength and returning to the shop as often as possible. Jen elucidated that they refrained from disclosing the news to their children immediately, allowing them to complete the school year without concern. Upon revealing the truth, the children assisted the family in cultivating confidence and concentrating on a positive trajectory ahead. Nonetheless, the sun ascended over the crimson cliffs of Utah, illuminating the barren terrain with a warm golden glow. Excitement permeated the atmosphere akin to electricity. This was not merely an ordinary day. It was the wedding day of Christine Brown. This instance was distinct. On this occasion, she was wed to a man who exclusively adored her, David Woolley. TLC cameras were filming early in the morning, documenting every personal and festive aspect of Christine and David's wedding special. Enthusiasts who had tracked Christine's narrative on Sister Wives were keenly anticipating this segment, a new beginning, an opportunity for genuine love. Within the rustic bridal room, Christine was accompanied by her daughters, Aspen, Mykelti, Isabel, and Truly, each radiating pride and joy. The room resonated with laughing, the sound of cosmetic brushes tapping, and sporadic tears of joy. "Mother, I have never witnessed you smile in this manner," Mykelti said, readjusting Christine's veil. Christine gazed into the mirror, attired in an exquisite ivory gown featuring lace sleeves and a cascading train. "I finally feel liberated," she responded, her eyes shimmering. "I am not merely entering into matrimony. I am prioritizing myself." Concurrently, David was preparing in a nearby cabin, jesting with his sons and anxiously fixing his tie. "I never anticipated discovering love at this juncture in life," he stated to the camera. However, Christine, she transformed everything. The event occurred in a picturesque canyon, featuring wooden chairs positioned around a natural stone altar. Family, close friends, and some recognizable sister wives' personalities were present, including Janelle, who had been Christine's most ardent supporter during her transformation. As Christine traversed the aisle, David's eyes brimmed with tears. Upon her arrival, he grasped her hands and murmured, "You are my heart, my eternal commitment." The ceremony, officiated by a close family member, was poignant, unadorned, and very emotional. They spoke self-composed vows, articulating themes of love, healing, trust, and respect. The reception took place beneath shimmering string lights in a nearby barn adorned with wildflowers and personalized elements, including photographs from their voyage, handwritten notes from their children, and a memorial wall for Christine's deceased father. Christine's daughters delivered speeches replete with humor and appreciation, particularly Aspen, who remarked, "We were raised observing our mother prioritize others. Today, we observe her ultimately select joy." David's toast was poignant. "Christine instructed me on the art of mindfulness and unconditional love. She is not merely my spouse. She is my idol." As the evening concluded and the couple engaged in their inaugural dance beneath the stars, TLC transitioned to a confessional in which Christine stated, "I previously believed I was inadequate, both as a wife and as a woman. However, I now realize I was only with an incompatible individual. With David, I am cherished for my authentic self. This is the commencement I was destined to experience." David's wedding special emerged as one of the most discussed episodes of Sister Wives. It was not merely a commemoration of matrimony. It was a tribute to personal development, recovery, and the potency of love following adversity. For Christine, it was a long-anticipated fairy tale, now a reality. Nevertheless, the brisk autumn wind stirred the trees in Flagstaff as the Browns convened for what was intended to be a tranquil family picnic. Mary positioned herself next the folding table, meticulously stacking sandwiches while attempting to concentrate on the lively commotion surrounding her, children giggling, Janelle discussing real estate, and Christine conversing with Robyn about a new recipe. Mary's gaze continually shifted to Kody, who sat on a log nearby, engrossed in his phone. In recent months, Mary had started to suspect what her heart was reluctant to acknowledge. Kody's passion for her seemed produced, resembling a spectacle for the cameras, or possibly a futile endeavor to maintain a facade of cohesion within the increasingly fragmented multiple marriage. Circumstances had evolved. Years of emotional detachment, unresolved conflicts, and heartache had erected an imperceptible barrier between them. Kody's abrupt and poorly timed gestures, unexpected flowers during filming, insincere compliments, and exaggerated displays of devotion in public seemed contrived. That evening, after the children had retired and the residence was tranquil, Mary inquired of him directly, "Kody, do you still harbor feelings of love for me? Are you merely feigning for the performance?" Kody did not reply immediately. He gazed into the hearth, his jaw tightened. "Mary, we have endured numerous challenges. I genuinely care for you." "That is not what I inquired," she stated, her voice quavering. "Do you have affection for me? Are you being disingenuous?" His gaze intersected with hers, and for an instant, she beheld the guy she wed, the one who had vied for her affection. However, the ensuing stillness was more resounding than any utterance. "I desire this family to remain united," he ultimately stated. "However, I am uncertain if I can provide you with what you require any longer." Mary acquiesced with a slow nod. Although it was not the response she desired, it was the veracity she needed. The following day, Mary confided in Christine and Janelle, who regarded her with silent comprehension. "You merit genuine affection, Mary," Christine stated softly, "not an individual feigning emotion." In the subsequent weeks, Mary embarked on a personal path of self-healing. She embarked on solo journeys, concentrated on her bed and breakfast in Utah, and initiated therapy. The cameras captured moments of her metamorphosis, a lady gradually restoring her value. At the conclusion of the season, Mary had reached a decision. She positioned herself opposite Kody on a brisk spring morning and conveyed her readiness to progress, albeit independently this time. "I am finished with feigning," she declared. "I believe, at your core, you are as well." Kody nodded, his eyes glistening yet determined. "I desire your happiness, Mary, regardless of whether it is with me." As Mary departed from that concluding dialogue, she experienced both anguish and tranquility. For the first time in years, she was not pursuing an unattainable love. She was prioritizing her own needs. Nonetheless, months had elapsed since the tension in the Brown home reached its zenith. With Christine departed and Janelle on the verge of separation, the formerly cohesive polygamous family seemed like a distant recollection. Only Robyn persisted beside Kody. Yet, even their relationship had started to fracture under the weight of years of emotional tension and public examination. Robyn sat solitary on the porch of their Flagstaff residence, observing the sun descend below the Arizona mountains. Her children were indoors, engaged in quiet play, while Kody was outside on one of his extended drives, the type he undertook when he required contemplation. Recently, he had been doing this frequently. Robyn had consistently served as the emotional stabilizer in Kody's turmoil. However, she too was starting to feel disoriented. For years, she maintained that loyalty, patience, and fidelity would suffice. However, loyalty could not mend what was fractured, and patience could not substitute for love that appeared to be fading. Kody returned later that evening, his visage weary, his eyes obscured by a blend of shame and perplexity. He entered silently and took a seat opposite Robyn at the kitchen table. After months, they communicated candidly, devoid of blame and barriers. Kody acknowledged his emotional failures with several of his spouses. His obsession with control and the facade of a flawless family led to the neglect of the emotional needs of those around him, especially Robyn. Robyn, her voice trembling, admitted that she felt as though she were residing in the remnants of a formerly exquisite dream. She harbored profound affection for Kody, although she was uncertain whether that love could endure without the restoration of trust, respect, and equality. "I do not wish to be the final wife remaining if it entails being the sole individual in pain," Robyn stated tearfully. Kody extended his arm across the table and grasped her hand. "I wish to attempt once more," he stated. "Not exclusively with you. However, with regard to me, I aspire to improve myself as a man, not alone as a husband." Several weeks elapsed. They participated in joint counseling sessions. Kody began to reestablish connections with his older children, particularly those who had estranged themselves because of his previous conduct. Robyn commenced self-improvement, dedicating time to her art and journaling while reclaiming her individuality beyond being Kody's favorite. Kody and Robyn unexpectedly opted to suspend their official marriage. Not to dissolve the marriage, but to withdraw from the conventional framework that had characterized them. They would continue as partners, co-parents, and companions, albeit with a revised, healthier boundaries. "We aspire to select one another daily," Robyn informed the counselor. "Do not feel compelled," Kody remarked. "Perhaps that is the origin of happiness. In selection, not an obligation." The future of Kody and Robyn remains uncertain. Currently, they are acquiring the skills necessary for reconstruction, gradually, sincerely, and with optimism. They have ceased to feign perfection. They are merely attempting to be authentic. Perhaps that is the initial step towards discovering genuine bliss.